Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. And today's Financially Speaking, we wanted to show off Apple Vision Pro's new promo. Check this out.
Sitting here in my tiny corner of nowhere, there's nowhere left to go. Nowhere. Except the oasis.
Okay, that might not be Apple Pros, but looked a lot like Ready Player One, right? And joining us now to talk about the new tech that he describes as nerd goggles is Insider Global Tech's editor, Alistair Barr. When we first saw the Apple Vision Pros, we all thought about that, Ready Player One. And if you look side by side, they look very familiar. And even that shot we just showed is the same shot that Apple used, where it goes around and goes into the guy's glasses. Do they not look alike? I mean, first off, you check that out, even though the eyes that we see on Apple's are not real. I'm wondering if the movie was actually used to actually prepare us for what's to come. Your thoughts on that, Alistair?
I certainly think this is the next wave of computing, or at least the giant tech companies want it to be the next wave of computing. If you think about it, the smartphone is the computer that we all carry around with us everywhere we go, basically, right, every moment of the day. And big tech companies really want the next platform, whatever that may be, and they're betting obviously hundreds of billions of dollars that it will be something that basically takes into account what we're looking at. So it'll be, not only will it be in our pocket, we'll basically be looking through it with our eyes. So that's where everyone's going.
Yeah, it seems like the world is going to be our computer screen now, is kind of what the next step is going to be. Why do you call them nerd goggles, though?
So the one complaint is that if you think about an iPhone, it goes in your pocket. That there is an argument to be said for Apple, which is a very high-end, high-priced luxury goods company, essentially, that when you have a fancy iPhone, it actually kind of makes you look cooler, and it's kind of a status symbol. The problem with the current iteration of all these types of goggles is that it doesn't make you look cool.
Yeah,
actually.
that's for sure.
makes you look not very good at all. So I think that is a problem. I think ultimately, at some point, but it's going to take, I think, probably a decade or more. Ultimately, the tech companies want it to be a very sleek pair of glasses, but the actual technology to get there is going to be incredibly difficult. Well,
the only thing I would kind of counterpoint you on that is the Crocs, the shoes Crocs. How they got, I have no idea. They even used them in that one movie about how the future, Idiocracy. Everybody's wearing Crocs in that movie, so I find that interesting. You say there's a fatal flaw, though, in these. What are they? What do you think?
So I think that's the main one,
yeah,
is the fact that unless they manage to make this technology and build it into a very, very cool set of glasses,
yeah,
it's gonna be limited. The thing that makes the iPhone an incredible platform, and the reason why Apple is worth almost $3 trillion now, is because it makes you look cool. Yeah. You carry it basically everywhere you go. The goggles in their current iteration will limit the use cases. You're not gonna go walk around everywhere that you go in a regular day wearing those goggles. Everyone's going to think you're crazy. But if they manage to whittle it down to a pair of glasses, then maybe it can be as powerful as the iPhone. But that's the fatal flaw, is that it's just not going to be as user friendly and used as much as the iPhone.
That makes complete sense. I think of the IBM computers, that they started out so big and then now they're on our wrist and that sort of thing. All right, bottom line, yes or no, they worth the money?
I don't think so. I think Apple is projecting less than 1 million units sold per year, and when you think about the iPhone, it's tens and tens of millions of units per year. So I think this first version is going to be for Apple fanboys. I think there's some very specific use cases that will be used. So again, this is exactly what Apple does. It puts out a product. It's very high priced. Over the years, it will try and get that price down.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, if you want more information on the Apple Vision Pros and a whole lot of other tech, just follow Alistair Barr. He's at Alistair M. Barr.
Thank you, Mitch and Alistair.